What's going on, ladies and gents? Welcome back to another SLA video. All right, guys, on the pay to win account, this is a rare occasion unless I'm testing, but I'm on it now just to talk about this one special unit that has been released and has the entire community up in arms in a good and a bad way. And we're going to talk all about it right now and what the devs have done to kind of remediate some of the backlash, but also why this should be the end game grind for all free-to-play players, and honestly, why all pay-to-win players probably want her. We're going to talk all about Myro, what she is, how to get her, what she's all about, how to use her, and where she is in terms of her damage and output. So first off, who is Myro? She is the first successor to Baron and the first successor to the game. Yes, she is not a canon character, guys. She is actually, I believe, in Karma for some odd reason, but we're going to talk all about her and why she's a unique character, what she brings to the game, and why you actually want her, and why free-to-play players need to be patient and try to go for this, and what the devs have done to remediate some of the backlash, as I mentioned. Now, before I go on any further with any of that, you know what I'm about to do? Content creator going on, guys. Content creator program is happening. Make sure you jump on, guys. Hit that support button. Get yourselves into the program. It's absolutely free. 6 codes coming your way very, very soon. We're going to be putting all the missions in already. I've already done 2 of them for you guys. Once they get approved, codes will be sent to every single supporter. It'll be free. There's no charge to you, and it's a big benefit to me as a content creator. So if you appreciate my videos, guys, don't forget to like, subscribe, hit those notifications, and more importantly, hit that support button. Get yourselves into the program so I can send you guys some codes as a community. And after every season, I always give away money as well. $200 for my top supporter, $150 to any top 100. It's a randomized giveaway, and $100 to any supporter at all. Doesn't matter if you're paid to win or not. And guys, it's super easy and it's free. So make sure you do that. All right, let's talk about Myro and what they've done to kind of remediate, again, some of that backlash. So when I first logged in on my pay to win account, a lot of people were jumping onto the live streams complaining the fact that she wasn't free to play and the fact that she was going to be something that is going to be unattainable. And I think the devs have heard that. And what they've done now, guys, is they've given us 30 extra tickets throughout the entire login. So within day 14, 21, and 28, all free to play players will now have the ability to summon 3 more times, which I believe will give you a free copy of her by the time the month is over. So you will have 1 copy of Myro. I will say this now, for anybody who wants to use her as a successor and someone who wants to actually maximize her, you're going to need to spend roughly about $300 Canadian to maximize this unit completely. Okay, so how does this work? I want to talk all about this first so you guys understand how all of this is going to work out for you and how the unit plays out. So first off, there is a banner. Okay, so if you go on the right here, there will be a banner here. When you're not maxed out, you have to summon. After the 6th summon, you will then unlock her completely, and then from there you summon more to unlock the rest of her skills, which will allow you to boost her successor skills all the way. Okay, so there's gonna be like, I can't show you now because she's maxed out, but there's a section here that will allow you to see all of her skills. You can upgrade her horns, for example, her feet, her bra size, etc. Right? Is there this is where you see. Okay, so this is where you see the growth. This is what I was referring to. So you can see each part of her body, weapons, etc. will give you certain stats. So for example, her exclusive weapon, when the break or wind overload state is extended to activate the effect, is increased. So you guys can see she extends overload. She does more damage here with defense pen, damage dealt increase, attack power, critical strike, critical hit damage, wind damage. So she is a wind unit. She does interruption here. And then she'll also do basic attack skill increases. She also does basic attack skill increase here up to level 9. So this can push you to 10 when you maximize it. And then lastly over here, you guys can see she has more attack and defense. And I believe she does defense down as well. So she is a crazy beast when it comes down to what she can provide you guys in the game. So keep that in mind. She's an absolute monster. And we'll show you guys gameplay with her as well too. Okay. Now, again, she is a successor. She is a wind unit. Keep that in mind. So she's really going to be powerful during wind state battles. And in terms of how she works, no gear, no weapons required. Once you maximize her, she actually works off of whatever gear you gave Sung Jin Moo. So whatever he has on here is how she's going to benefit. So if you give him the poison set, for example, she's going to benefit off the poison set. If you give him the gear for support, she's going to benefit off the support gear. So you want to make sure whatever you plan to do with her, you maximize this as much as you possibly can. So that way she gets full advantage of the gear that's available to her. Okay, so make sure, guys, that's important to note. Now, how do you summon her and how does she play out? So we're going to show you guys that right now and why she's such a damn powerful character and how much TP she adds to the total power scale of whatever you decide to play. So I'll be right back. All right, boys, so we're back. So what I did here is I went ahead and created a brand new set for Sun Jin-woo. You guys can see it's all poison set. I did put everything into strength, and you guys can see here his attack is now at 106,000, which is quite a bit. Obviously, with the new update, it's not uncommon. You're going to see a lot more of these things happening, obviously, and then of course you got the proper setup here in terms of gear and everything else, right? So all that is set up now. What's going to end up happening here is when you use Myro on a stage that requires wind, you're going to see her replace him. And what we're going to do is we're going to do a quick little test run. I'm going to do both tests. I'm going to run wind on a boss and see how fast we can kill that boss, and then we'll run that boss again with Myro and see what the difference is in terms of power. Now, I don't believe, if I remember correctly, I don't think that the guild boss this week is wind. I like double check to see if that's the case. Oh no, it is wind. So perfect. We can actually do a wind run here and show you guys how this works. So we're going to do a DPS version of Sun Jin-woo for wind, and then we're going to bring, and just I'll show you the score. We're not going to do like a long run. We'll do a quick run, and then we're going to do a run with Myro instead throughout the entire thing and see what the difference is in terms of numbers, and hopefully we'll see some crazy results in comparison of the two. So let me just get you the final results, and we'll show you guys, and I'll show you guys the gameplay with Myro when it's time to actually jump in with her. So let me just do the SJW one. I'll get you the final score for that, and then I'm not going to make it like a real guild boss run, and then we'll do a Myro one, how you summon her, etc., to bring her into the game. Okay, so you guys can see at least the comparison. So I'll be right back. All right, guys, so first off, just so you can tell, before we start the fight, I'm going to do a full win team, just that way you can use Myro. You can see I did the full win setup. Everything is good for SJW. All things considered, we're all pure DPS at this point. And what we're going to do, guys, is we're going to just show you guys the damage difference between him and her. And right away, I'm moving my head up here just a bit. You guys can see the extra power she adds. If I were to replace her, for example, right, let's just say I put one of these guys in, you can see my power does go down. So it's 7195 here. If I put her back in, we're actually now boosted up to 7876. So she does give the same power that he does, right? I believe it, not as much, a little bit less, but still pretty significant amount. So we're talking about like over double what the other remnants do. So 1.268, and of course the fact that she's a usable character in the game. Okay, so again, I'm going to run a full run here with Sun Jin-woo. I'm going to give you guys the numbers, and then we're going to jump in and use her afterwards and kind of see where they're at in terms of damage. I haven't done this test yet, so this is my first time doing it with you guys, so we're going to test it. I'm not even sure I'm going to optimally use her, but at least I want to see the difference between them. So let me do a full run here with this. I'll give you the final numbers for Sun Jin-woo, and I'm going to jump in and show you the Myro numbers with her in the gameplay, so you guys can see how to summon her and do all these extra stuff. Okay, so give me 2 seconds. I'll be right back with those numbers, and we're going to jump in and do the Myro stuff. All right, folks, just a quick run here so you guys can see DPS did 26.6. Now, granted, honestly, for Ant Queen, SJW is not that great, especially with wind. So you usually want to go support SJW just to make these guys hit that much more. But just to show the numbers in terms of DPS, here's what Sun Jin-woo looks like. Now, let's go back in and do it with Myro. Okay, now I'm going to show you guys how this works out and why this is going to be a big deal for a lot of you guys to want to max her out. So I'm going to go back in here, okay, and we're going to do Myro here this time, and we're going to jump in. I'm going to show you guys how to summon her and how to use her. At least I'm going to do my best to try to use her. This is my first like real attempt at actually trying with her at the Ant Queen, but I have seen better results with her than before. Okay, so first off, to summon her, right, you want to see 4 seconds, 3 seconds, 2 seconds. We're going to jump in, and right away I'm going to press L3, and this is going to bring her in. Okay, so there you go. She summons. Now you pretty much keep her in as long as you want until you want to summon SJW back, right? So we're going to go ahead and do some attacks here. We're going to go ahead and do a dodge, a basic attack, and the way she works, you do first skill, a couple of different attacks, and you press A, and then she goes into her next skill, and you'll see that activate after 5 attacks or so, right there, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right, and then RT right there will do another skill, and essentially she just constantly stays up like this and doesn't move. You don't even need to move with her. She literally would just destroy everything with just standing still, and she does a ton of freaking damage. Look at this. Ultimate attack instantly done, right there, boost massive damage. Again, going back in. She does get hit a little bit there. Not a big deal at the end of the day, but you guys can see here, A again. So whenever the dodge button gets activated into A, you want to do it as soon as you can. I believe that's how it works. I'm pretty sure. Okay, doing RT right here, going into her next skill. And again, she's all about battle. Now, if you want to see how to use her, by the way, you can always check the skill section for her. It actually will tell you right here. So you can see it does tell you skill 1, basic attack 5 times, skill 2 into QTE into skill, it's basic attack again. So it's pretty much the same spamming every single time. And that's going to pretty much activate her skills nonstop, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 into the skill, into her QTE whenever it's up. So 1, again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There it is. And she does do defense down, by the way, just so you guys are aware. It's a QTE. into her ult. And hopefully we'll see some pretty decent numbers here with her, right? That's kind of the goal, is to see what the numbers look like when she's done. And I'm pretty sure it's much better than SJW's. I think we've established that she's a better DPS overall. So there you go. There's a dodge. Look at this. She's just wrecking house right now, man. Into QTE. And her animations are gorgeous. It's hard to see her animations in this. If you really want to see like her animations go off, do the Baron fight, the event boss. You'll see her just absolutely destroy him. Right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right? And then just keep repeating. Rinse and repeat. 1, 4, 5. QTE. There's QTE. And again, I'm not optimally playing her at all, guys. Like, I just want you guys to know that. Like, this is, I have to practice a lot. I haven't had a chance to really play. I've been catching up on my free-to-play account. I don't have her on there. But Myro is definitely a force to be reckoned with, folks. Okay, here we go. Second skill into the QTE. And then into X. There it is. And her ult should be ready shortly. Oh, actually, not ready right now. Not at all. The bar is nowhere near there. So you guys can see at the end of the day, that ult gets built up. You want to use it then. Right? Her bar is fully maxed right now. Let's see what the numbers look like. Look at that. Look at those numbers, guys. 148. 148 makes Sun Jinwoo look absolutely awful. So you guys can see the force that she brings to the fight. It's way stronger and it's way better. So overall, guys, if you want the best win DPS in the game, you're looking at her. She's destroyed it. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. Remember to leave a like, subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.